Oh my gosh, wait, how do I show myself?
Yeah, like,
Everyone's thinking.
oh, that's iconic.
Hey guys.
Oh, wait,
There she is.
You can all see me and hear me, right?
yeah.
Okay.
Gosh, why can't you guys see me? I'm stressed.
Where are you?
You gotta
Okay.
click start your video.
Oh my god, hi, I'm here now.
All right, there you go.
Hi Olivia.
Hi.
I don't know what to say.
Is that a photo of my album on the wall, or is it a vinyl, or what is that?
Yeah, it's a vinyl. Like I have some vinyls up there.
Is it one of the misprinted ones?
I got it from Amazon.
Okay, hopefully that's because when we did the first drop of them, my creative director sent in someone on her that works under her sent in the wrong back thing, and it was missing one of the songs. So we had to do a recall. I hope it's not one of those, but honestly, it's kind of special if it is because there's only a few of them. But
no, I think it has all the track lists and all that.
Perfect.
So it's pretty legit to me. What was this the songwriting process for Now?
So I wrote that song with this other writer. Her name's Tia, and it was my first time working with her. And I walked into the session and I wasn't feeling very inspired. I was kind of burnt out. And she was like, I was just listening to that Akon song right now, and I was like, it would be so cool if we turned it into a breakup song and just flipped the whole thing and just made it into something new. And I was like, I love that. Let's do it. I have no ideas right now, so let's just go with it. And it ended up sounding, I think, really cool. And it's definitely obviously it's a flip of the Akon song, but I like how it has the production's super different and the subject matter is completely different. So I think to me it makes it more personal to me, but it still has the nostalgia of one of a song that I loved growing up. So
yeah. I should have came prepared with questions, but
No,
that's all I can think of right now.
That's okay. Wait.
Who?
Hey.
Oh, okay. Hi. Am I talking? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. I couldn't
Wait. Okay. Oh, hi. You're so pretty. I just have to say.
Thank you.
I always think that. I'm like, wow, a queen.
Thank you.
Oh my god. Okay. Oh wait. So I have a question about music videos. What do you do to come up with an idea for a music video?
Well, usually, so in the beginning of my career, I wanted to be more involved in my music videos, and I would kind of come up with the concepts myself. But then I realized that they'd probably be a lot better if I had someone else doing all of that. I mean, I've always had a director and someone getting everything together for me, but I used to be more involved in the actual coming up with the concepts. But recently, in the past I want to say maybe it's been 2 years now, but since my album, I've had this creative director. Her name's Amber Park, and she has she's done pretty much all of my visuals. And then past music video for Now, this was her first music video she directed completely by herself. So this one was all her. And obviously so basically someone will have a director. Sometimes we'll put a feel out and just get a bunch of different directors to give us different ideas. And a lot of the times I'll have an outline of oh, I want it to be somewhat in this realm of something, but I try not to give too much input because I like to have the creative ideas of someone who is a visual artist. I'm a songwriter, I'm not a visual artist, so as much as I want to be, I think it's not my strong suit probably. But this, for example, for this last video, Amber sent me a whole treatment with everything, and then I went through it and said I don't like this scene, and can we do this instead, or can we have this be this color? I just give her my notes, and we work together and just create a cool concept, and then basically I show up and everything is there and we just do it. So it's it's a lot of work for her. So
yeah, because your last music video is really good. I liked all the early 2000s looks, and when you posted how you felt like Gwen Stefani, I was like, yeah. I could see the vibe.
Drew inspiration from everything, because I was like, if I'm gonna do a flip of a song that came out in 2008, when I was growing up, I wanted to I wanted to look like the version of myself that when I was 8 years old or 7 years old that I wanted to be, which is I just looked up to all of those pop icons Gwen, Britney, Christina, Avril, who else? Everyone.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Thank you, Jennifer. We appreciate your question. That was super dope. Okay, and then Alejandra, you're up next, homie.
Hi. I'm Alejandra. I don't know what to ask because my question kind of got answered, but I kind of wondered what's one thing you've done since being quarantined, or how how, like, what have you been doing to like balance your mental health and stuff? Because like quarantine has been like really hard. I just want to know what are things you have done.
Yeah, it's been, I mean, I think it's been hard for everyone, but especially people that like already struggle with mental health issues. Cause like it's hard because I can't like, I'm not meeting new people. Like I'm lucky enough to be able to like, I live with one of my best friends and like, I still get to see my friends pretty frequently because we're able to like get tested whenever we want. And so, but it's only my best friends. There's like, I'm not meeting new people. I'm not, especially when it comes to like love life, like I'm not meeting like boys, like, which is really sad. Like I'm so lonely. But for me, I think I'm just getting into like it's getting into like spirituality and astrology and just learning about things I've always wanted to learn about. And in the beginning I tried to read, but I'm just not a big reader. I just kind of hate reading. So that hasn't really been working out for me. But I recently just started watching anime, which I really like.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get into things that like, oh wait, is that a Hunter x Hunter poster behind you?
Yeah.
That's what I'm watching right now. But yeah, I'm just, things I've always kind of wanted to get into and never really had the time to. That's what I've been really doing. And it's helped me a lot because when I'm into something, you get really into it and it becomes kind of your life and you're like, I don't want to do all that other shit. So yeah.
Honestly, I know you said something about liking anime a lot, but like for me, reading has been like bad. But ever since like I started watching anime with like the English subtitles, it kind of helps with my reading. So I don't know.
You read that. And you can also like see it and it's visually pleasing. Yeah, I totally get that.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Super dope. Thanks, Alejandra. That's an awesome question. I think I'm gonna say the same thing to everyone's question, but that was really good, especially about mental health. All right, Caitlin, you are up next.
Hi.
My question, I didn't come with one, so I'm just gonna ask a random one. Okay. One song that you love that you wish you wrote.
Ooh, that's a really hard one. I have so many. Anything by SZA. She's just an amazing writer. Like I don't even know how she does it. Like I don't get it. She just, her style is so special and unique. Nobody writes like her. Like she, like her melodies and what she says, like it's very honest. Cause I feel like I'm really bad at like metaphors and symbolism and all that. I'm just very straight to the point with my writing. I'm just like, I'm sad and you made me sad and you and whatever. Like that's like my whole thing. But she somehow combines that feeling with also like the beautiful poetic like metaphors and all of that shit. And that's anything by SZA I wish that I wrote. Or anything by Amy Winehouse, honestly. Stronger Than Me is one of my favorite songs by her. Randomly Circles by Post Malone. I love that song. I just feel it's just such a good, like, it's like a tasteful, I mean, I guess it's anything's pop now, but it's just such a tasteful, like, pop song. It's so good. So good. Yeah, there's a lot. I have like a list going somewhere in my phone, but I don't know what's on it anymore. I'm not going to try to find it, but yeah.
And we lost. I know this is so weird sometimes. And everything just gets frozen.
No.
But we lost your value for a second, Caitlin. Thank you for the question. We got Cheyenne up next. And yo, all you guys, I know this is kind of awkward because of the freezes and stuff. Trust me. But it's fun. Cheyenne?
Okay. Hi. Oh my God, I'm really
nervous. Love the background.
Okay, so my question is, I got to experience your live show for the first time this year, which was like incredible. And one of my favorite parts of like the whole show was the visuals, like the background. So my question is like, how did you like get the inspiration for like each song to do a visual for? Because like it was my favorite part.
Thank you. So again, that's my creative director, Amber Park. She is incredible. And she has like a few people. So she has this, it's called AP Studio. So she has a bunch of like creatives that work for her. And so this kid, Colt, who I'm really close friends with, did a lot of the visuals too. So they worked on that together. And we basically just kind of went back and forth about like, what is each song about? Like, what kind of vibe does it give off? Like for Tequila Wine, we did like just super fun, crazy. We had like random like emojis and like weird things popping up because I just wanted it to be colorful and fun. And then like my favorite was for the Miley Cyrus See You Again cover because
that was my
like,
favorite.
We were like, let's just troll it. Like, let's just be stupid. So that was one of my faves. I forget what we had. We had something different originally, I think. And then we were like, oh my God, what if we did this dumb shit? And we did it and I loved it. What else was there? I'm like forgetting. I like don't even remember what my tour visuals were at this point. I'm like, it's so far. It's crazy how long it's been. I didn't even realize. But yeah, basically I just tell them like what each song means to me, why I wrote it, and like the kind of vibe that I want to give off like while I'm performing it and what I want people to feel in the crowd. So they just kind of take that and they just run with it.
Christina.
Hi, Olivia, and I saw Dexter behind you, so hi to Dexter also.
Nothing now, but yeah.
But I wanted, okay, so I couldn't come up with a question, so my friend helped me, and this was her question. But do you ever feel like pressures of like being a role model to people?
Definitely. I get that question a lot too. People are like, how does it feel to like be a role model? And I always used to say like, I didn't ask to be a role model. Like I'm just existing, and like, yeah, I have followers, but I'm not like, be like me, I'm so amazing. Cause like, it's hard. I'm young and I've been like kind of in this world since I was like 15, 16. So I've obviously done a lot of stupid things. But you know, I've realized later as I got older, like, even if I didn't choose to be a role model, I kind of have to be in some ways. And like, I'm obviously still going to do stupid things, but I don't need to like advertise that I'm doing stupid things and be like, hey guys, I just did this stupid thing. Like, and I'm not saying I'm like going to be like fake on the internet and present like I'm perfect, because I definitely don't, but I don't know if I'm making sense, but yeah, I just want people to know that I'm a real person and I make mistakes, so that I never seem perfect, because that's scary. But I also, if I do make a mistake, I'm not gonna like advertise it and try to like get other people to like be stupid, because that's like, I'm gonna be influencing people no matter what I do, and I just never want someone to like do something dumb that I did because they follow me. I don't know. It's a lot of pressure.
Yeah, because like I'm 16 and I can't like imagine like being like shot into like the spotlight like with like a huge song like I Hate You, I Love You. Like that's just crazy to me.
I mean, luckily for me, like with that song, I feel like it took me a while. Like the song popped off, yeah, but for me to build my own fan base and everything, it kind of was more of like a slower trajectory. So I did kind of have room to figure out how to navigate the whole having followers and being in the spotlight thing before I really like got to where I am now. So I kind of got lucky with that, and I don't know. It's definitely been interesting, but I think I've done a pretty good job so far. We'll see.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Christina. Coco.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm kind of nervous. So my question is kind of deep. It's more advice that I need than a question. So you know your song, We Lie to Each Other? You know how you talk about building up walls and then you let somebody in, kick them out, you know, build higher again. So like right now, I'm kind of in that situation where I built a wall up so high and I don't know how to let somebody in, and I found a really nice guy and I want to let him in, but I don't know how to. What's your advice on that?
You're coming to the wrong girl.
No. Like, because, I mean, everyone has different experiences and stuff, but, like, I've asked my friends, and they tell me how they let people in. So, like, how do you let somebody in? Like, what's your advice? Like, what should I do?
I don't. I'm literally the worst.
You're the queen of, like, writing songs about stuff like this. Come on.
I write songs about how I'm horrible at it. Sydney, do you have any advice? You're kind of good at relationships. How do you let someone into your life? She said you don't. Okay, well, I think first you need to check and make sure that the reason that you want to let this person in isn't just because they're the first guy to like be nice to you, because I've done that before and then I got so bored and I was like, no, this is not it. So you have to make sure that not only are they just being nice to you, but you also like do like them and want to be around them and like are gonna, a relationship with them will be something beneficial to the both of you. And I think you just kind of can't be afraid, because my personal biggest issue is I never tell people that I like them because I'm so afraid of rejection that I just don't do it. I'm like, I'll literally be hanging out with someone. I'm like, oh my God, it's so fun, like being friends with you. Like, I don't want a relationship. That's so gross. Like, what the, and then they'll like, I don't know. It just opens up the door for them to treat you like shit. So you just have to be clear about what you want. And you're never going to get anywhere unless you tell people how you feel. And the worst thing that could happen is you tell him how you feel and he doesn't feel it back, and then you find someone that does. You know what I mean? So.
Sure, I appreciate that. Thank you. That's some good advice.
Yeah, of course. I tried.
No, you rock. You're good. Thank you. I appreciate it.
It's getting deep in the Zoom. James, you're up next.
Hi. Is it working?
Yeah, it's working.
Okay. I can't even. Okay. Hi. First of all, I love you so much. I was supposed to meet you on March 18th, but we all know what happened.
I don't want to talk about it.
Sad. So sad. But I just like wanted to tell you I vibe with you so hard. Like all your lyrics like hit me so deep. Like I'm always listening to you. But yeah, so I have a question. So R&B is like kind of my favorite like music right now. So I was like after you obviously, but if you could collab with like any R&B girl, like who yeah, I figured you would say that. She's my favorite too after you said that to Caitlin, but
I love her.
what about other than her though?
Maybe Janae.
And what's your favorite song on Control?
I love everything on Control, but I have to say, the Garden Say It Like That is probably just like, it's just a song.
Yeah, that's my favorite song.
I just scream it, and there was a point in my house when like one of us, when I lived at my old house with Drew, one of us would sing, "Need you for the old me," and the rest of everyone in the house would drop everything. We would just sing the entire song all the way through. Like it was just
exactly as you should.
So that song like has just a special place. All the songs on that album have a special place in my heart, but that one,
literally all of them are perfect.
Oh, I know.
But yeah, that's my favorite too. And I have one more thing. Can we like pose for a screenshot?
Yeah, of course.
Real quick. Okay. Okay, thank you. I love you so much.
Love you too.
All right, thanks, James. Juan, where you at?
Oh my God. Okay. Hi, Olivia. Okay.
Hey. Love the backgrounds.
I kind of made a fool of myself last time when it made. I was kind of like, I was really shy. But I just want to say that I've literally been listening to you for years now. Like, when I'm like crying in my room, it's because like to your songs. Like, they help me so much. But my one question is, how did it feel to write like R.I.P. and Empty? Because like those songs, like when I listen to them, like I cry a river to them, and I just can't imagine like what happened like in your head or like how it was to write them, and I just like I really want to know.
Well, Empty, I literally bawled my eyes out in the session because I was like, I wrote that at probably one of the lowest points of my life. I had just moved to LA, and I'd experienced like just some mean girl shit, and I just didn't feel like I fit in here at all. It took me a really long time to like find my solid group of friends and like feel like I'm one of them and feel like I belong. So I still sometimes don't even feel like that. So, but that was definitely like my lowest point. Other than like when I was in high school and middle school, because that was also really. But yeah, I went in and I wrote it by myself actually. I was with a producer, but he played me a track and I was just like I just sat there silently and just wrote it, and I was like, okay, I did it. And he was like, what? I was like, yeah. And then I sang it and I like started crying, and I went home and started crying again. But I think it kind of helped me, make a more personal and better song that people can relate to, because I was genuinely like feeling that stuff so hard at the time. And R.I.P. is more, it was actually not that sad in the session because I wrote it with Drew, my best friend, and this producer that I am friends with that I always have the most fun. He's actually from the Bay Area, Knickknack.
Knickknack is dope. He used to be a part of Starting Six, you guys. He produced 143, Beat It, a bunch of songs. Yep. I think even Loyal from Chris Brown. Yep. He's super, super fire. He grew up in the Bay Area.
I used to work with Bobby and Marky Basie like literally every day.
Let's move on to Lorena. You are next now. Sorry to throw it at you like that.
It's okay. Hi, I'm Lorena.
Hi.
Actually, today is my birthday, so your dad's birthday twin.
Oh my God, happy birthday! And my mom's birthday was yesterday. I feel like everyone.
Yes.
Okay. I know so many people, and Dexter, come here. And my uncle and my aunt's birthday are on the 23rd. So it's literally, I like know so many people whose birthdays are on this time.
Yeah, I know there's so many birthdays in September. Like so many birthdays. Yeah, but today's
happy birthday.
Thank you. Can you guys hear me well? Because it's like pouring raining. I'm from Portland, by the way. I'm not from the Bay, but my friend invited me. to the Zoom meeting. So, okay, but my question is, if you had the whole world in front of you and you could only perform one of your songs, like one of your songs for them to hear, which one would it be and why?
Oh, that's hard. I love singing We Lied to Each Other just because it's just hits in like a really good place in my voice, and I just like enjoy like vocally, I just love singing it. But Tequila Wine always goes the hardest at my shows. Like everyone goes off for it. Or Jocelyn. Yeah. Everyone.
Jocelyn, yeah.
It was crazy when we played Jocelyn. Like I did it as like the last song of my encore, so people would be like Jocelyn, Jocelyn, and they were like chanting, and then it was so fun.
Yeah, I was really excited for that song because I was gonna see you here in Portland as well, but then you know what happened, and then yeah. But I can approve of Tequila Wine because even my 11-year-old sister, she loves that song. She's actually right here, but she doesn't want to say hi. She loves that song. Like she
talk about being a bad influence. Oh my god, 11-year-old.
Just say hi. She wants to say. Oh, no, it's no bad influence.
Okay. Hi.
Hi. But yeah, she loves your songs. Obviously, like, you know, it's kind of like some of them are like, you know, but
I was listening to like really inappropriate songs now.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah. Oh, and can I ask one more question? Is that fine? Or is it? That's a quick one.
So.
Yeah, go ahead.
Like, what's been your go-to snack during quarantine?
Oh my god, have you guys seen the like jalapeno cream cheese talkie things on TikTok? I've been eating those every day, and it's so like they're so good. They
are really good. I recently tried them too, and I was like, wow.
Or I'll just dip like hot Cheetos in cream cheese, which is also fire.
Like cream cheese, yeah, it's a good snack.
Y'all about to mess up my diet, man.
Okay, hi.
Yes, it's working. Okay, hey.
Something happened to my computer and it's just stopped. I was gonna ask you, when you come to the Bay, what's like your favorite place or like your go-to place to eat?
I always get sushi Rito. It's like a tradition with Dexter. Stop it. Me and my photographer Nezrin, we like when we first went to like the first tour I did where I was in San Francisco. Or no, not even that. When I went there, I went to the city to play. When I lived in Napa, I went to the city for like this kid's soul. He had a show and Nezrin was there, and we stayed for the night in San Francisco and we got sushi Rito. And then now every time I go there, we always get sushi Rito together. So that's like probably the one thing. Or what else? I don't know. I'm hardly ever there anymore. It's so sad. Like I literally only come for shows. And obviously that's not happening right now.
I have another question. Like, how do you like manage your like social anxiety, especially like living in LA and like the whole scene there?
It's definitely gotten better. I don't want to say that I get drunk to be able to talk to people, but sometimes it does help in certain situations. But like I feel like you just have to kind of immerse yourself in it. Like right now, if I were to meet people, I would probably collapse on the ground out of social anxiety, like because I'm not socializing like I used to. Like it's just not happening. So yeah, I don't know. I couldn't say that I would be great if I was dropped into a situation with a bunch of people I didn't know right now. I don't know what would happen, but it did take me a while to kind of build up. Like I think it's also a confidence thing. Like I just wasn't confident at all for a really long time, and so I just would let my like anxious thoughts take over. I'd be like, oh my god, no one likes me. Like, oh my god, I look ugly, or like, whatever it is. And I just kind of had to, like, as I've gotten older, it's gotten a lot easier because I've just developed more confidence and realized that like, okay, maybe people aren't caring as much about me as I think they are. But yeah, it's still definitely something that I struggle with. I think more so I think about things after they happen now than like I'll go into a situation and kind of be okay, but then afterwards I'll be like, oh my god, like that thing that I did, that was so weird. So that's the main problem that I have now, which I don't really know how to fix that, but going to therapy. So
thank you.
Yeah, of course. I'm not sure I really answered any questions with that one. But.
Appreciate it. Got a couple more left. Mackenzie.
Hi, so I'm Mackenzie. This is my friend Katie. Hi.
Hi.
We were both at your Sacramento show. That's
Oh my
what
God, cute. It was so hot in there.
my hair was stick straight and left with it in ringlets. Like it was, it was so bad.
I put my hair in like a ponytail and it was literally stuck to my back. It was
yeah, it was so sweaty.
When I took off my bra after that, I was like, I'm gonna throw this in garbage. It was so gross.
Oh my god. It was so bad. This meeting has been upgraded by the host and now includes unlimited minutes. Cool. Okay. Very cool. Anyway, so my question, first, I actually have a couple. The first one, you performed a new song that was unreleased. I'm not gonna even sing it because that'll be traumatizing to all of y'all. But you said there were some oohs in there you had to sing.
Yeah. That's He Broke My Heart. All those songs that I was gonna put out, there was 2 of them that I played, I think. Yeah. They're gonna come out at some point.
Okay, I was just curious because I enjoyed them.
Because they were supposed to come out before Coachella. That was the whole plan. We are gonna put out another micro mixtape before Coachella, and then I was gonna do Coachella and blah 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 blah. But everything got stopped and everything got pushed back, and we just didn't know what was happening. And then those songs no longer after we didn't. Also, that was like right when Jocelyn kind of didn't really do its thing until after we were already all in quarantine and everything. So then after that, I was like, okay, I need a follow-up song to Jocelyn. I need something that like kind of has that same energy, but is a little bit different. So that's why I chose to put out now instead of putting out those 2 songs. But they will come out at some point, hopefully soon. So we're just kind of like, because everything got thrown off, so we have to kind of regroup and be like, okay, well, we can't do that anymore. So what's next and what's the plan? So we're still kind of figuring all of that out.
I love Now. I'm obsessed with it. Right when it came out, my friend texted me and she was like, I'm convinced Olivia wrote that song for you because it was exactly what I just went through. I'm not getting into those details. But my another question is, okay, at the SAC show, you wore a Care Bear shirt and I was like obsessed with Care Bears as a kid. Where'd you get it?
I think it's from Dolls Kill, but they're canceled, so we no longer shop from there.
Yeah.
But maybe just look up Care Bear
shirts.
See if it shows up somewhere. I don't know. It's honestly, it's probably a brand, but because a lot of Dolls Kill sells a lot of brands that like are separate from them. Like they just have like a lot of other brands. So it could be another brand. I'm not sure though.
I have to look. I was obsessed with it, but. Did you have a question? Yeah. Okay. So I actually ended up buying tickets to the SAC show within minutes of you posting that you were going on tour. Like within like 5 minutes, we had tickets.
Hell yeah.
But that was like the highlight of our 2020 so far. We talk about it. It was the last concert we went to. We talk about it all the time. So it's like our favorite thing. But since then, I have been going on my walks and I like to listen to a good podcast. And I know you did Call Her Daddy. So was that something that you like, they reached out to you, you reached out to them? Like, was it like this instantaneous thing? I loved it. But how was that for you?
So when Alex started doing the podcast on her own, she posted and was like, I need to start having guests. And I commented and I was like, me. And a lot of people were applying, being like, please, oh my God, yes. And I was like, okay, good. People actually want me to go on this podcast. Thank God. I thought people were gonna be like, no, get away from her, bitch. But no, people were excited. And so Dexter, please chill, buddy. He gets really mad when I talk to other people. What was I saying? Oh, so then, she obviously knew I was interested, and then she texted me and was like, I'm in LA, like, do you want to go on the podcast? And I was like, hell yeah. So then we did it, and it was so fun.
Yeah, no, super cool. My friend Leslie, she's the one that originally won this Zoom call contest, and I was supposed to be her +1, but she's at work right now and couldn't join. So I'm just telling you, she says hi. Yes,
okay,
shout out to Leslie.
Oh my God, that makes me so sad. Well, tell her, I hope she's getting that money, so.
All right, you guys, thanks. I appreciate it. Let's move on.
Thank you.
Welcome. And we had to upgrade those minutes. Talena.
Oh, yeah, now it is. Hey.
Hi, I'm Talena, and this is Felicity.
Hi.
So your songs have been what I've been listening to for the past year because I went through a really bad breakup, and I would just like cry. Like me and her would cry all night. So your songs literally mean the world to me. So yeah. My question is, what's one fictional character that you like the most would be the most exciting for you to meet in real life?
That is the hardest question ever. Oh my God. I don't know. I watch like so much TV. So this is like, oh my God, I don't know. I don't even know where to start. Maybe Damon Salvatore from Vampire Diaries, because he's literally the sexiest man
Yes.
ever.
I felt that.
Probably, yeah, I'm gonna go with that one.
Okay, and then she has a question.
If you could choose, what would be the theme song of your life?
That's why these are the real hard-hitting questions. I like my music taste is actually so insane because I like so many different like not weird, but like random types of music that I don't even like. I wouldn't even know where to start, to be honest. Like it could be like, do I want to put like a sad, depressing song? Oh, maybe Eventually by Tame Impala.
Yes. That's a really good choice.
Or Dreams by Fleetwood Mac. Or let's just go with one of those.
I mean, those are good choices, so it's a win.
Are we still on?
Yeah, you're good.
Oh, okay. Also, our friend Melina couldn't make it because she's at work, but she said hi and that she loves you.
Tell her I say hi and I love her too, and I'm sorry she couldn't make it.
But we love you so much. Like,
Love
thank you
you guys.
for being amazing.
So cute.
Also, we love Sydney, so tell her we say hi
She
too.
just left, but I wish she was still here.
All right, thank you guys. The last two we have, we have two more questions. Terry, you're up next.
Hey.
Hi. I love you so much. So I had a quick question. So I'm a singer and a songwriter too. And so I was just kind of curious, like, how does your songwriting sessions normally go? Like, do you normally have like a song concept and then you start writing the lyrics, or is it like lyrics first, or how does it normally go?
It definitely depends on like the day, because some days I'll go in knowing that I want to write a certain concept, but even on those days, sometimes I'll go in and be like, I want to write this concept, and then I'm just not feeling it, so I'll switch over to something else. But I'm definitely a lyrics person, so I'll always kind of have lyrics before anything else. I know most songwriters, if like literally almost all songwriters, like top liners that come in to write with artists, they love doing melodies first. They'll go in and they do like this weird like gibberish singing of melody until they find something that they like, and I always laugh at it. It's not like, it's so normal and like I shouldn't be laughing, but to me I just always think it's funny because I'm such like a words person. That's not how I write at all. But I like to work with those kind of people because they go in and then they sing melodies and then I can like write words to it. Or I'll just have like almost like a poem or like just random like lyrics, and then I'll just go in. Like I wrote a song the other day. It was my first session since I started quarantine. We literally got tested when we walked into the building. It was like the craziest thing ever. I felt like I was in an episode of Black Mirror. But I was like stuck the whole time because I hadn't written in a while, and I'm like not inspired by anything because I don't do anything with my life. And I just wrote a bunch of words down, and then I went into the booth and I just like sang them and kept singing them over and over again until I found a melody that I liked. And that was like something I don't usually do, but I really enjoyed it. So like honestly, you can kind of do it any way that you want. And I think everyone works so differently that it's kind of like you never know what's gonna happen. So
yeah. That's so cool. Yeah, I think normally when I try to write, I like have like a melody, or like not a full melody in mind, but like I'll just like start like writing while I sing to it, like trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
But that's so cool. I also just had like one more quick question was, what was your favorite lyric that you've ever written?
I don't know. I don't think I even have one, because I feel like every time I write a new song that I like really connect to, I'm always like, oh, this is my favorite song I've ever written, and then I'll write another song after that and I'm like, oh, this is my favorite song I've ever written. And so I don't think I could even ever pick a favorite lyric, because every single song has a different like special meaning to me, I guess. I don't know, there's definitely not something I can think of off the top of my head. I think my favorite like lyrics in a song in general are probably We Lied to Each Other, just because I wrote that song, like it was just super personal, and I wrote the lyrics for myself. So yeah, probably all the lyrics in that song.
And this is my twin Stacy. And
hi. I actually went to your first show in New York a few years ago, and went to like a few of your shows in the Bay Area too. Like I saw you in San Francisco in February. But I just want to say that your music also means so fucking much to me. I'm sorry, I don't know if I'm allowed to cuss. Okay, anyways,
But my question, like Jocelyn also at the time, like when I saw you in San Francisco, like that resonated with me so much, like so much. And I was just wondering, what are like ways that helped you like get over someone you never dated besides like songwriting?
Well, definitely that. Like writing about it always kind of helps me. And the next, like what I realized is when I really, really, really like someone, which has only happened like 3 times in my life, and it's hard for me to get over them, I never fully get over them until I meet the next person that I really, really like, which is like the way, like I'm not saying like meet someone new to get over them because it's not going to happen, but I think those people only come to me whenever whenever I kind of realize that I'm over them, and then I'll meet the next person. But I think just time. That's literally the only thing that will really, really help you is just time and focusing on yourself and not looking for anyone else, not trying to fill a void, not trying to be like, oh, I need a new boyfriend or whatever. Like you just have to self-reflect so much. And personally, like after one of my biggest heartbreaks, that's when I dyed my hair purple and like became obsessed with the color purple. And like, that was my thing that I threw myself into. I was like, I'm going to be a purple person.
Purple
like,
world.
Whatever. Yeah. So that was my thing that I threw myself into. And I was throwing myself into my music and I was listening to old music that I really liked and just getting connected to things that I was interested in and discovering who I am as a person. And that always makes me feel better about myself. And then it gets easier to get over someone when you feel better about yourself. If that makes sense.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much. And I love you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Terry and Stacy. Virginia with the last question.
Hi.
Hey.
My question is, what is one of the happiest memories you had?
One of the happiest memories I have. Probably the first year I went to Coachella when I saw Lorde. That was like, for some reason, like the craziest thing ever. And it was just so much fun. I was with my best friends and I just felt like, I don't know, I love music festivals. Every time I go to a music festival, I feel like I have like a life-altering experience and I just have like the best time ever. There's nothing like it's just a specific feeling that you get at music festivals that you just can't replicate with anything. So definitely Coachella or Outside Lands. What other happy memories I have? I don't know. That's like what immediately comes to my mind.